Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and I appreciate you coming back and watching this series of videos here. In the first video we got our fuel tank removed. Today we are going to be removing the air box, cleaning out the air filter and getting it all back together. So I appreciate you coming back and watching this series. If you like what you see, please subscribe, give us a like. Let's get to it and enjoy. All right, so once you've got your gas tank off, it's time to remove the fuel filter lid. Get that out of the way here. You'll need a T25. And you'll want to remove this sensor right here, or this plug. Try to do this without. There we go. So I don't lose that. Lift your cover off. Make sure that you're not dumping a bunch of dirt down in there. Give it a quick look. Actually, everything looks really good there. I'm surprised. Very much so. Very clean, very clean. All right, so we'll get that off of there. So you can see that I've got a Screaming Eagle kit on here. Basically, it's just an air filter. And it's been 5,000 miles since I put this on there, and it looks almost brand new. So I am just going to take that off of there, and we're going to pull that air box completely out so we can get down to the spark plugs. It's just a hose clamp on there, and inside she's a little dirty, so we might wash that thing out. It is. So to get the air box out, you're going to want a T30. And you've got six bolts that you need to remove. Oh, I take that back. 8 bolts that you need to remove. Not sure how I feel about this design, but I am not an engineer. Well, I was in the fire service, but that has nothing to do with engineering a motorcycle. Okay, there's that. I believe this guy's going to have to come off of there. Oh no. So this tube here is going to have to come off. And then, I believe that's it. And the whole thing comes right on out. All right. So that is your air box removal. And now we've got the throttle bodies here. We got a coil pack, and 2 spark plugs there, and 2 spark plugs there. Okay, so the K&N filter, from the outside looks pretty good, but you get down inside there, it looks pretty dirty. So what I'm going to do is this isn't the K&N filter, it's the Harley Davidson Screaming Eagle one. But I'm using the K&N air filter cleaner. Basically, you just spray this on nice and liberally. Inside and outside. And we're going to let it sit for about 10 minutes and then wash it out. Okay, it has been 10 minutes, so we are going to wash this thing off with just a hose and water. You wash it from the clean side out, so we will be washing from the outside in. That looks a little better. Okay, so now we just got to let this thing dry, so we're going to shake it out and just let it dry naturally. Where's my little rag here? I'm going to wipe it off as best I can here. And we just need to let her dry now. So we'll let that sit there. And all right then, once your air filter is dried out, you want to use your K&N air filter oil. And you just want to shake it up. Coat her all up. Give her that good K&N air filter color. We all know what it is, and we all love it. Let that dry on there for a little bit, and then we'll wipe off the excess, and then we can put her back on. Okay, so I have cleaned up my airbox. You can see I cleaned all the dirt and everything out of there. I just used some degreaser, sprayed it in there, wiped it out, cleaned all that off. So I need to get this back in before I can move on to rerouting any of my wires. So I've got everything removed. Pull out my little rags here. Okay. That just sits right down on top there. Back in the hole, we'll put our bolts back in, put that in, and then we will start rerouting some wires here. Okay, airbox is back in. I'm not really sure why that's connected. Harley Davidson did it this way. Makes no sense to me. I'm gonna clean that air filter before I go any farther with this, but I can get these wires run now. So, all right, so once you got your K&N filter, we put her back into place. All right, make sure the filter is good and tight. Cover back on, make sure everything lines up the way it's supposed to. We don't have any wires caught in there. All right. So we put all our little screws back in their respective holes. Their happy little holes. Tighten them all down to about, go click. For all you torque spec gurus out there, click, there you go. I know that's going to drive all of you absolutely bonkers, but that's okay. Just remember, you're screwing into plastic. You don't want to go too tight, but you obviously don't want them loose either, because we don't want dirt getting in there. Okay, so there's that. That's that one. This one goes here. We want to pull this little guy back out, of course. Oop. Without destroying it, preferably. Plug him in. Put your clip back on. She's good to go. Now, we want to make sure that doesn't get in the way of our fuel line. What is that? All right, so there's the airbox back on. So now we can get our fuel tank back on.
Okay, so now that we've got our airbox removed, we can move on to removal of the spark plugs. So go check out that video here, and thanks for watching.